John Charles on Queen Anne. The phone's going to be cut off, the service. I cannot get anybody to help me in Seattle. I've got Kaylee's in, I'm not sure, Callie's or Kaylee's, fighting with David Sally. Also, Tom Taylor, involved in moving money illegally. They're logged in on my Google. If I have any opportunity to work, it would be with the phone. They're trying to strangle me, obviously. Ivanka Trump involved in stealing the invitations to the Queen. She was the one who showed up in London. The Trump's still involved in dumping my finance. I am on Queen Anne Hill by the Seattle Center, obviously, by Kerry Park. Very depressing situation for me that they say Katie Henderson, very involved in this crime, probably a fake niece. Lacey Pages, Mandy Robinson murdered my nieces, and still the same problem with David Carroll and the criminals in Las Vegas. The name that's always slipping me. His father is here. I forget what the name is. Dave is his name. His son is Stuart. Goslins. The Goslins very involved in this crime. Goslins, in the murders of one of the Mandys in Las Vegas. Las Vegas police not assisting me. I really am exhausted. I've tried to raise this money, and I'm not going to be getting assistance. These people are robbing me here. We have the Krayleys, Eastern European Mafia that killed the people in the federal building, Krayland, with Homeland Security badges, still traveling around the world. Shaylin still involved in obviously killing somebody to get a computer. Colton Geck involved with Wyckoff's, obviously murdered or being trafficked. They're skipping generations with my family. The problem here is you can kill my family and steal the computers, but basically the people who are stealing it aren't in the trust fund. What they are is murderers, and whoever is in London still trying to move my money. Murderers. Obviously, we have a Cape Town contingent here as well, and the Sheelans moving Cape Town and Australia. Waterhouse's name came up, and Australia. So the Smith that was involved with the Waterhouse family, her father, obviously not the Smith that was involved with Seabiscuit here in the United States of America, them using false pretenses in hundreds of accounts trying to move money out of the country. Sheelan's just murderers. Sheelan involved in mass murder to move money internationally with treason. Trump's involved. Trumps are absolutely involved in treason and traitor type moves on the Charles Trust Fund. I'm at Kerry Park. I'm going to put this video up, and Kerry Park is something that was linked to Salter, and I believe there's one other old family whose name came up around here. There was a Charles transition that was supposed to happen here. The date on the Kerry Park sign that you'll see is 1927. My grandfather was killed in Kansas in 1926. Fred was alive. That money wasn't to be given away. This property was part of the trust, and if it was one of their divisions, I'm not sure how they were running our money to give this property to the city. That it is Albert Sperry Carey Sr. that was involved in moving the money after in 1927, 1 year after the murder of William Charles, and probably Ralph was murdered pretty close to the same time in Chicago when they were trying to take over the stockyard funds, and that's identified in the posts below. I won't be online anymore with this page. This will be the last post, these last two probably. There may be one more ever. If the Trumps are in my place, Ivanka Trump's involved with murder. I cannot get money. I'm not supposed to work. I can't get anything with COVID. Katie Borland, Katie Henderson, Tim Henderson are murderers. They've been buying back my finance and handing it out. I'm not sure if they're linked to the Russian Polish Mafia, and they were doubled out in Kent. Rick Charles is a fake. There is no real Rick Charles. Also, the Packard crime, Don Gibson, Don Johnson is involved. Several Johnsons traveling the world, all illegal. They were linked to the banking with the Allen Institute, Brain Institute, and Wells Fargo. The Johnson family robbed My White House and Harriman are huge accounts. They're millions. I'm being impoverished, human trafficked in Seattle. I'm John Charles. This is an emergency. I need assistance in Seattle. If John Barlow is alive, I got a call from John Barlow. It is an emergency that I get financial assistance in Seattle at 1212 Queen Anne North before I'm murdered. They are trying to rob everything. I had money for the bill. It is gone. It was in my room. It is gone. So I have been robbed. I'm not sure. They will not fix the keys in the room. They allow people to go in. Management is involved, and Mike Housen's son was involved, Housen, a manager. They took the argument linked to the Filipino mafia. Ricky Farinas, who is working, he is not Rick Charles. Rick Shaw is not John Charles, or Rick Charles, my brother. My brother has been murdered. He is not alive. Nancy Griffin, Julie Griffin, Jimmy Griffin, Nancy, Shannon Grella, also people that were not my real cousins and not in the trust. They will not assist me whatsoever. I need finance immediately. It is that simple. I've fought so hard all over the country, all over the world to stop the crimes and protect the people of Seattle and the United States of America. I need financial assistance right now. I only need about 100. Hey, buddy, how you doing? This is a good-looking old boy. How old is he?
He's 4.
He's 4. That's it? What are you? Huh?
He's an English lad.
You're an English lad. Well, you're a good-looking one. You'd be on TV.
That's a good thing for the smell.
Anyway, this is John Charles. I'm in Seattle at Kerry Park. Please get me assistance. I need finance immediately. I am John Charles. I'm in the Brunswick Lundberg Trust. This is finance all over America, linked to the German barons, James J. Hill, all the waterways, the ports. It's a huge crime. It's $1 billion crime, and I'm being impoverished. The Port of Seattle, very involved. Mark Albin just made moves with Chris Steele, sending Tacomas up to rob again, and they are distributing to South Africa. Mark Prisa, Mark Dale, is a murderer, and he is working with City of Seattle Police, and they opened up the actual heirloom rooms, and Fralin in Los Angeles, Fralin in Seattle. Fralins are involved in moving this finance and distributing it like it's a joke with black mafia, blacks that are involved in a large network that goes all the way to the North Carolina and South Carolina properties. This is the Beale gang that is running that area, and the huge mall that was put in Seattle. They're saying moves in Atlanta too right now. So this is the end of everything as far as my information for you to steal. Whenever I say something, they go in the accounts. I cannot do anything about it. I may have a small phone for a while and trying to get work, and it will be hacked by Mexico. The Mexican communication, Univision, Telemundo, Carlos, who ran the cheaper phones that tied to Verizon, was robbing. He locked me up in Alaska once before and took the finance. They tried to run for the phone. This happened about 6 years ago. It's the same crime. John Fryer, Mike Sieverts, T-Mobile, not in the trust, a murderer. John Fryer is a murderer. He is an absolute murderer. Ericsson Finance, Ericsson Communication, murderers. They are traveling and taking money. This is a huge genetic modification crime. They're doubling people, and WSU, Washington State University, was doing this with farm animals and equine. They are very involved in the mass duplication of personalities. People like Jamie Okita, Mark Eaton, several people who were in that area were affected by this crime. This is not far-fetched. This is the real world. I'm a real person. I need finance immediately. I'm John Charles.